Let me start with a question. If your revenue is growing, your team is expanding, and your brand is gaining recognition, why does the business still feel harder to run? Why does success feel heavier instead of easier? If you've ever felt this, you're not failing. You are hitting a growth ceiling. Hello and welcome. I'm Pratyush Kumar. Over the years, working closely with founders, entrepreneurs, and leadership teams across industries, I've observed something very consistent. Most businesses do not collapse. Most businesses plateau. They reach a stage where revenue is stable, customers exist, operations function, yet growth slows, pressure increases, and the founder ends up working harder than ever before. Today, we're going to unpack why most SMEs hit this ceiling, and more importantly, how to recognize it before it limits your long-term potential. In the early stage of a business, growth is powered by three things: founder energy, market opportunity, speed of execution. Decisions are quick, structures are flexible, everyone does everything. And in the beginning, this works brilliantly, but here's the paradox. The same methods that help you build a business often become the reason you cannot scale it. Growth introduces complexity. More customers, more employees, more decisions, more financial exposure. Yet, many businesses continue operating with startup thinking inside a scaling environment. That mismatch is where the ceiling forms. Let me share 5 patterns I repeatedly see across SMEs. First, founder dependency. If major decisions cannot move forward without you, your business is not scaling, it is accumulating dependency. You are increasing activity but not building organizational capability. When the founder becomes the operational bottleneck, growth slows silently. Second, revenue growth without profit growth. Revenue increases, but cash pressure remains. This often signals inefficient processes, weak cost visibility, unclear pricing strategy, or expansion without structure. Growth without financial discipline reduces profitability quietly and dangerously. Third, constant firefighting. Leadership meetings become problem-solving sessions. Staffing issues, delivery delays, customer escalations. When leadership operates in reaction mode, strategic progress pauses. You are running the business, but you are not steering it. Fourth, lack of strategic clarity. Teams are busy, but ask this question: what is our next stage of growth? If the answer is unclear, activity has replaced direction. Busyness is not strategy. Momentum is not alignment. Fifth, founder exhaustion. This is the most overlooked signal. When success feels heavier instead of more rewarding, it usually means systems have not evolved alongside growth. Sustained pressure is not a badge of honor. It is a structural warning. Now, this ceiling is not caused by lack of intelligence. In fact, it often happens to highly capable entrepreneurs. The real issue is this: businesses evolve in stages, but leadership models often remain static. Every growth phase demands new structures, clearer accountability, stronger financial visibility, more defined decision frameworks, and sometimes a completely new way of thinking. What works at one revenue level rarely works at the next. Scaling is not about doing more. It is about designing better. In our work with growing organizations, we guide businesses through what I call the growth shift. It requires 3 critical transitions. First, moving from owner to leader. Shifting from doing the work to enabling performance through others. Second, moving from effort to systems. Replacing individual heroics with structured, repeatable processes. Consistency creates scale. Third, moving from short-term decisions to strategic direction. Defining clearly where the business is heading in the next 3 to 5 years and what capabilities must be built to reach there. When these shifts occur, something powerful happens. Growth becomes calmer, more predictable, and sustainable. Let me leave you with 3 reflection questions. Which decisions in your business depend entirely on you? Which area of growth currently feels chaotic or reactive? Can your leadership team clearly articulate your next stage of expansion? Honest answers to these questions will immediately reveal where your ceiling exists. Every successful business eventually reaches a point where experience alone is not enough. Structure becomes essential. The objective is not just to grow bigger. It is to grow stronger. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to continuing this conversation with you.